In today's video, we're gonna be looking at these new V-mount batteries from ZGCine. What's up? AO here of AO&JO Photography and Video. Let's talk about what makes these so different than your traditional V-mount batteries. There are 3 issues that you're gonna run into with a typical V-mount battery. 1, they're expensive. 2, they're really big. And 3, they typically only have 1 DTAP port and 1 USB port. These V-mount batteries from ZGCine come in as low as $119, so they are affordable and they are really compact. They have outputs from the BP port to USB-A, USB-C, DTAP, and you can charge them via USB-C, which is gonna allow you to get rid of that bulky DTAP charger. You can use them to power your lights, your cameras, monitors, audio gear. You can even use these batteries to power your phone or your MacBook Pro laptop. When I first received these batteries, the first thing I noticed is the size. They're really small and compact. And then I just really love this LCD display. You just press the power button on the side and it turns on this display so you can see the battery power level. Let's talk about price. The 50 watt hour battery comes in at $119. The 99 watt hour comes in at $169, or you can get it with the kit, which comes in at $189. If you get it with a kit, it's gonna come with a 99 watt hour battery, USB-C to USB-A cord, a USB-C to USB-C cord, and it's also gonna come with a 65 watt charger. The 160 watt hour comes in at $219. So when you're comparing the prices of these ZGCine V-mount batteries to, let's say, small rig V-mount batteries, their 155 watt hour battery comes in at $379.99, where the ZGCine 160 watt hour battery comes in at $219. You just can't beat the price. So let's talk about charging. So you charge it via USB-C, and the 50 watt hour battery charges in 1.5 hours with the PD 65 watt charger. The 99 watt hour charges at 3.5 hours, and then the 160 watt hour charges anywhere from 3.5 to 4 hours with the 65 watt charger. The 160 watt hour battery also can be charged with a 100 watt charger, and with the 100 watt charger, the charging time would be 2.5 hours. For a size comparison, here is the 160 watt hour battery next to a 98 watt Yankan battery. There are 3 sizes to these new V-mount batteries from ZGCine. We have the 50 watt hour, the 99 watt hour, and the 160 watt hour. They have over current, over power, over voltage, over charge, short circuit, and temperature protection. One thing that's really nice about these batteries is you can charge them via USB-C. I've been at weddings before where I had to run my lights at 100% power and I needed a DTAP charger and I didn't have one. Being able to charge them via USB-C is a game changer. I really fell in love with this 50 watt hour battery. It really shrinks down the size of my cinema rig. And it's the perfect size and weight when you want to mount a V-mount battery directly to your director's monitor. Now, if you want to do this, you will need a Sony NPF to V-mount adapter. You can also go with a 99 watt hour battery on your cinema rig. It will add a little bit more weight, but having double the runtime would be more important to me. For weddings this year, I plan on powering my Sony a7 IV and Sony a7 III with V-mount batteries, which will allow me to only need 1 Sony Z100 battery for the entire day. Now, when you're powering your cinema rig, I would not go with a Sony dummy battery to DTAP. I would suggest charging it via USB-C. All 3 batteries come with a USB-C port and a USB-A port, so I would just using the camera stock battery and powering it via USB. I plan on using a 160 watt hour battery on my digital photo gimbal ring setup. On this setup, I need 2 DTAP connections, one to power my RS3 gimbal and one to power my Ninja 5 monitor. And then I'm going to power the a7S III via USB-C. Between these 3 batteries, this is the only one with 2 DTAP connections. So if you need 2 DTAP ports, you will have to go with the 160 watt hour battery. One thing I forgot to mention, if you are traveling on a plane, you will want to go with the 50 watt hour battery or the 99 watt hour battery. Anything over 100 watt hour battery is not TSA approved. So let's talk about the cons. I only have one con with these batteries. I noticed that when I mounted them on some V-mount accessories, it had a little bit of play where it seated the battery at. This is a small rig V-mount battery plate for their lights. When I plug it onto this, it's nice and secure. So you may or may not have this problem. It just depends on what accessories you're mounting it to. It may have some play, it may not. If you mount your battery and they're nice and secure, then you're good to go. If for some reason you mount it to your current accessory and it does have play in it, there is a fix. You're gonna wanna swap out this V-lock plate. There's 3 Phillips screws holding it in, so you just wanna take those out. So all the V-lock plates won't work on this. It does have to have this specific cutout like this in order for it to work. Now I will post some links below of the V-lock plate that I use to replace it with. That's gonna give it a nice secure connection. Now we're gonna mount this back on the small rig plate and let's see if we have a good connection. So as you see now, there's no more play in it. It's nice and tight. In conclusion, I think these batteries are an amazing buy, especially at the current prices that they're priced at. And I really fell in love with the size of that 50 watt-hour battery. I hope this video helped you find the right V-mount battery for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more helpful tips.